Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays A Binding of Isaac. Oh crud, I was supposed to choose a tainted character this time, huh? We'll see who we get. Not the worst, I've done worse. Anyways, what's up with you guys, huh? Hope you guys are doing well, enjoying your days. I'm gonna be real with y'all, I'm fine. Chilling, tired, what's new, worked out. But it is a lovely Sunday, a marvelous Sunday, one might even say, so I'm just kind of existing until the day ends. And honestly, I don't know what the, I don't know what's on the schedule for today. Maybe some Pantheon, but probably not. So I'm probably just gonna be playing a whole bunch of the Thon today. That, or... I don't have a bomb, actually, I just realized. Either the Thon, or I maybe tried doing a bit more of the solo dungeons on Destiny. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's the beauty about having a day off or whatever, you know? You just kind of don't know what you're doing ever. Is that a good or a bad thing? I don't know. I guess it just depends on how you view it. Me personally, though, I think it's cool. So I should kill myself is what I'm hearing. So I should put the gun in my mouth is what I heard. That's what the game essentially said to me right there, right? Anyways, as awesome as that was, and I totally was an enjoyer of that. Honestly, I'm just kind of existing. Alright. I want to lay down. I wanna, you know what's even worse too, bro? I wanna lay down, I wanna chill, but I know for a fact that I should probably like get on some things, you know what I mean? Like I was considering going to the store to get some chuck roast so I can, what's the word I'm thinking of? There's a term for this, you guys might know what I'm talking about if you guys are familiar with it. Some chuck roast, braise some chuck roast so I can have some, dare I say, some meat for the coming week or something, you know what I mean? Oh my god, no. I have to play it. Okay, I'm perfectly fine with breaking this. Oh my god, I already ruined my range. I just realized. Yo, no. I've already cooked my range, bro. Maybe Keeper Sack was not the move on this guy. Oh my god, man, I'm such a moron. Whatever. I don't even really care like that. Oh my god, dude, what's my deal? Anyways, unfortunate things aside, yo, I suck. I just really suck at Isaac, huh? That's crazy. I'm really bad at mouse and keyboard Isaac, or just keyboard Isaac. Can I be real with you? I don't understand how people play it, like, consistently, dude. Not being able to just maneuver your thumb to, like, one direction and you go that way, that's, like, such a big loss for me personally. You know what I mean? Like, you know how good it is to be able to just kind of, without having to, like, essentially cycle my fingers pressing every button. I could just use my thumb to just, you know? Except I don't have the remote plugged in, so you guys don't know. That's okay. It's okay, I don't blame you. Alright, I'm really bad at explaining things, so that's on me. Okay, but like I was saying earlier, okay? Like I was mentioning earlier, I know I should probably be a responsible adult. And like, yo, that might be one of the worst things I could have ever gotten, no joke. That genuinely might be one of the worst things I've ever received, just straight up. It's like awful. Okay, like I was saying. No! What was I saying earlier again? I keep saying like I was saying, but I can't even remember it, dude. My brain is so cooked. Okay, yeah, alright. I was thinking of cooking something. Or, like, quote-unquote meal prepping for the week. Or something along those lines. You know what I mean, man? I was thinking of doing something like that because, one, I always be struggling to come up with a lunch. I'm gonna be real with you, alright? I'm always struggling to come up like, what's for lunch? Should I have a sandwich or maybe a chicken sandwich? You know what I mean? Like, specifically a chicken sandwich that, like, is made at home. Now, I'm not gonna buy a chicken sandwich. You know what I mean, though? It's like, it's always so hard to just kind of figure out what. So I'm just like, F it. I'll just, like, batch cook something, or at least have some... at least have some meat around or something, you know what I mean? That I can just, like, reheat whenever. Just, oh, I'm feeling, like, you know... I'm feeling something that's pretty easy to make. Plain and simple, you know what you do, alright? Get some barbecue sauce. Reheat up the braised, like, and really nice and tender chuck roast. You just kind of mix that up real quick with what's the word? Put it in a sandwich. It's like your own bootleg sloppy joe or whatever. Not, but I will say that is like, there's definitely more what's the word I'm thinking of, nutritious items that you can make with that. But that's like, I literally have nothing at home. What do I do? You just make that, bro. It's kind of tough. Honestly, it's kind of tough. Thinking about it, it's like... It's a hard world, alright? Dare I say. Dare Tony say this. It's a hard world out there, man. Decision paralysis or something. Also, like, I'm no chef. Like, I can cook certain things, you know? But I'm not gonna lie to you guys and be like, oh yeah, but I can, like, make whatever, you know? That's another skill that I think is kind of goated to have. That, besides the fashion discussion I had yesterday, although, is fashion a skill? I would low-key, with how some people be dressing, I would say yes. With how some people be dressing, I would say fashion is a skill. However, I don't got the stats for that, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not spec'd into fashion as my skill. So what I'm trying to say is... Alright, what I'm trying to say here is... It'd be nice to have that skill set of like a chef or something, you know what I mean? Where you can like see a food, see ingredients, and just think to yourself and like, you know, kind of come up with, alright, I got this food items, like I have this potential. You just already start thinking in your mind, like, what can I make with this? You know what I mean? Like, if you looked in someone's fridge / pantry and you saw all the ingredients that we had, you know, if someone looked in my pantry and saw all the ingredients that we had here, someone would probably be like, yo, you can make like 30 different dishes here. But me, I don't know nothing, man. So I'm just looking at it and I'm like, wow, there's really nothing to eat, huh? And you know what I mean? It's tough, all right? It's, dare I say it, it's tough with 2 Fs, potentially. So I can applaud people, all right? I applaud individuals that can manage to look at a few ingredients in a household or, you know, something along those lines and just think to yourself, I got the perfect recipe. And then you make it and it's goated, you know what I mean? And you could say, Tony, that's just like knowledge that comes with cooking or whatever. But it's like, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, bro. Open chest from further away is useless, bro. I can already do that with my bone. No pun intended or whatever. Is there a pun there? Not really. Sorry if you guys hear me stirring my coffee. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee. Not because it's like, I haven't really drank coffee a day past week, so maybe I'm lying. But I never go over a cup. But I will say, it is hot as hell right now. It's like, what time is it? It's 10:18. It's 10:18 a.m. Let's take a grand look at our temperature for today, shall we? Question marks? What are we thinking, fellas? What are we thinking, guys? People. It's currently 10:18. How hot could it be? And it is 79. Yes. Yes, that's so beautiful. That's what I want to hear, man. I want to hear that it is 10 a.m. and it is 80 degrees. That might be one of the most beautiful, like, things a human could ever experience, you know? It truly is, like, gorgeous on the likes of which people have never seen before, you know? I thought that was about to be a troll bomb. I was about to get wicked, bro. School bag. I mean, I guess I'll buy a school bag. I'll buy it for the stat bonuses, one, but also like in case I get Pandora's box. Because honestly, I'm just using this for the hush potential. What potential? It's hush? Yeah, I don't know, man. Me neither. I'm so stupid. I'm actually such a moron, bro. I hate keyboard Isaac. This is the issue I was talking about. I have too much range now. I can't hit in front of me. I gotta like start hitting them pre-hitting. Well, all these suck. I'll grab guillotine for the freelo orbital. Ew. I said, why is he like a blinding white light, bro? What happened to him? Okay, but like I was saying before, all right? Like I was saying before, pretty much. It's, I just don't got that skill, bro, all right? I don't have that skill that people have. I don't know how they do it. I don't know what they got that lets them. But, okay, here's what we're gonna do also. Here is what we are going to do. Who will be my neighbor for today? What is it? Okay, maybe here, just straight up. No, never mind. Okay, here's how we're gonna do it. Here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna take this health down. Bada boom. Break it. Beautiful. Now it's a health up. That's exactly what we want. Come in here, see what's up. I'll take that. Wait, I could just use you. I forgot. Why am I risking it? I could just use you. I hate the fact that I get dragged. Ow! What? And then we... Wrong button. There we go. Health up. And then we're gonna grab the health up anyways. Stuff ahead. Beautiful. Okay, that's not that bad. I thought it was gonna be like another health down or some BS. A bad trip or something, you know? And then I low-key just gotta like slam myself out. Like, yes, thank you, game. Yes! Maybe I'm just a loser. No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I would, but like not in like a derogatory kind of way, I guess. You know what I mean? Which I know might be a weird statement. Tony, how are you gonna call yourself a loser non-derogatory? I feel like that's not possible. You know what I mean? Like, people be saying loser all the time to mean, guess what? A loser. And it's like, nah, I get you. However, I don't think I'm like saying I'm a loser as in like I hate on myself. I'm saying I'm a loser because like I low-key am. You feel me? Which I always feel the need to reiterate. I that's not necessarily, you know, bro's not trying to clip farm freaking whatever. You feel me? Redepth's one. Okay, yeah. You know, I'm not out here trying to clip farm for people being like, oh my god, Tony, you should, and it's like, shut up. You know what I mean? Why do people do that? I know this might sound kind of insane. This seems like that sort of what's the what's the word I'm thinking of? It's like that kind of topic that like you discuss with like your therapist or something, and it's like in regards to hating on someone or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like a genuine question. Why do people do that? What's up with Wholly Forgotten, bro? What did I do? What new character did I unlock playing like just now? Why did I unlock the Wholly Forgotten, bro? Oh my god, I almost stepped on that. I almost got scared for my life here. Does it work? All right. No. Okay. I need to specify. I need to specify because I don't want it to seem like I'm out here looking for that tech. You know what I mean? But like, has that genuinely ever worked for people? Because I feel like it's something that a lot of people pick up on right now. Maybe, I think. I don't know. Maybe people don't. Maybe I don't really either. But I just think I do. I don't think I do. I don't know. I don't think much. Anyways, like I was saying. My bad. Like I was saying, it's that kind of, are you kidding me? It's that kind of thing that you just like sort of gaze upon and you're just like, uh-huh, you know? There you go. I decided to take it on the other guy because I knew what it was gonna do. That's awful. That's so awful. I might just like, you know. Oh, I'm out of money. I'm so stupid. I was trying to buy that. I was like, yo, what's up? I'm out of money. Duh. Okay. What was I saying? Loser. Oh yeah, does that actually work? They're trying to compliment like farm or whatever. What's that called? What is that term even called, I guess? Where you just like constantly put yourself down in hopes someone will be like, no, totally not you. You know what I mean? A part of me wants to say something like, honestly, the term like compliment farm is like kind of coming up, but I don't think it's a real human term that people use. You know what I mean? That's my dumb idiot brain coming up with something to out of nothing, you know? Destroy something beautiful. One of the best COD Zombie songs we've had in a long time, and I mean that as no disrespect to any other COD Zombie song. It's just genuinely goated. Like, come on, bro. Listen to Destroy Something Beautiful and tell me it's whack, you know? It's like, it's impossibility. Beautiful. Whatever, we'll pass on it. Oh, that still charged it. Oh, I'm a moron. I'm actually a moron. I see how it worked. Okay. It's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. What? I'm sorry. I don't know why I said what like that. This is a little bit of a slow episode. Yo, can I be real? There's this friend of mine. I haven't spoken to him in a minute, alright? I mean, like, we used to play Destiny all the time together. Goated. Shout out, bro, alright? Sick dude. Then stopped playing Destiny. I guess he mainly stopped playing Destiny. And also got a PC, so didn't really play much on console because crossplay didn't exist back then. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I haven't spoken to bro in a hot minute. He's a cool dude, though. Chill dude. Remember him greatly. He just be booting up like anything now, though. I'm not gonna lie. He went MIA on Steam for like a cool minute, but now he's just like booting up anything, bro. I'm saying like he's booting up games I ain't never heard of before. I'm just like, yo, what's happening? You know what I mean? Like, is there something good? Did his account get hacked or something? Did he give his PC to like his little cousin or something? You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing where you look at it and you're just like, there's no way that this is the same dude I once knew, you know? It won't even let me buy it on the other guy, dude, even though, whatever. We've already been through here. Yeah, why not? Might as well. Does he ever get anything? Yo, I feel like we've had one singular like chance at a deal this entire run. Can I be real with you? Have we ever only had one deal this whole run? Bro, like, I still stand by. Does he ever get anything? Hello? Question marks? I don't know, man. I'm just a little confused, I guess. What am I confused on? Nothing. I don't know why I said I was confused. It's not. It's kind of a lie. I'm not really confused at all. I've lost topic. Can I be real? I've lost topic. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, man. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Not even for like any good reason, I think, either. It's not like I'm losing my mind because something crazy happened. I just can't think right now, dude. I feel like a little bit of a moron. I'm just like, what's wrong with my brain, I guess. I clearly see a mystery. What is this I'm looking for? Sorry. Was this worth it over the Soul of Lazarus? Maybe. I ain't even gonna front, maybe. Soul of Lazarus kind of is buns, you know? Not really. But I should say the world is one of the GOAT cards all time, so I think that's how I should have described it. Soul of Lazarus is actually really good. I wouldn't switch it for the world, except I just did, but that's because the world was... You get it? Really bad joke, I know. Alright, I don't need you guys telling me how good of a joke that was. Thank you for your applause. No, greatly appreciate it. Alright, no joke though. Like, done lost my brain. Done lost my noggin. Oh, we already got Hush unlocked, bro. It don't matter. It's a good jawbreaker for the increased damage potential. What? My brain's leaking again. Look, man, all I'm trying to say here is, okay, all I'm really trying to say here is, outside of the nonsensical whatever's happening to me, is that's like the new method or whatever. That's like the where my hug at method. Yo, those people used to exist too. I only say used to exist because like I don't, you know, I don't go to high school no more. I've been out of high school for like a while now, you know what I mean? And so I feel like once you transcend going to high school, what is he talking about? Once you stop going to high school, you kind of stop meeting people that like exist like that. You know what I mean? Am I the only one that kind of perhaps may feel that way? Once you stop going to high school, I feel like that's when you stop meeting like the where my hug at type of individuals and things like that. Main reason being is that it's like, it's just kind of cringy to do that or whatever. Huh. That's really nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it's actually beautiful. Hierophant. The moon. Okay. I'll take it. Why not? And you're useless because you do nothing. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so like I was saying, like these were real people that just kind of existed out in the world. You know what I mean? Look, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna talk about like high school era Tony for a bit. It's not something I normally do because it's like, it's that kind of thing where it's like, if I had the ability to go through high school again, I probably just wouldn't. Reason being is that I just, one, I think I'm a better person now, but also it's kind of like, why would I want to go back through that? I guess you feel me? Through that, with that exact like intonation. And I'm gonna be real with you, I may not have been the greatest at socializing. I did somehow make friends, and I think even the crazier part, I guess, that like I always found baffling to me is that people were aware of my existence. Like, no joke, all right? No joke. I was talking to a friend the other day. Freaking couple days ago. Something like that. And we were talking, I remember because my uncle was asking me and my friends, like, oh, how you guys know each other? And I was talking about how, like, oh, yeah, I went to high school with, like, a lot of these guys. Apparently. The reason I say apparently is because, like, there were, some of them were a year below me, so, like, I don't, you know. One out of, like, just overall, like, knowledge, you know what I mean? It's like, you don't really interact with the people under your grade, you know what I mean, bro? You don't want to be a super senior. I'm not, and granted, you know, what is it? Is super senior? No, super senior is the person that, like, flunked, right? And then they're still a senior afterwards. Whoever you call the kind of dude that goes after, like, women, like, he's a senior but he goes after, I'm not, they're not women, I need to specify, who goes after, like, freshmen, you know what I mean? That bro, that 100%, you can't do that. There's, like, you just can't, bro. You gotta, at this point in the high school career, you gotta have, like, at least learned to have a, what is it called, you know what I mean? Like, that's just And I'm not saying because of some whatever. It's just like that's just weird, bro. Like, you know what I mean? There's like too big of an age difference, and also like that they're like, brother, too young, you know? I'm not saying brother, actually, brother. No, you, dude, you cannot be doing that. All right, one, I never spoke to anyone that wasn't on my grade, essentially. Would I speak to someone above my grade? Only if we had the same class, which a case did exist of that. I had comp sci with this one girl who was a year above, and we just so happened to sit next to each other. So it was like me, my friend, and her. We kind of just formed like this, not really a friend group, because it's that kind of thing where, like, you don't really speak to them post school. You know what I mean? But it's like, I was aware of their existence, they're aware of my existence, and we interact with each other enough due to sharing the same class that we can at least be friends for the year or something like that. You know what I mean? Isaac crashed. That's beautiful. You love to see it. You love to see Isaac crash in the middle of the game. You know what I mean? It's something like that, where it's like, this is more so a friendship out of convenience than it is a real friendship, quote unquote. But otherwise, I never spoke to a soul, all right? I never spoke to a soul that was below or above my, what do you call it? My age, my group. Hello? What's happening? Can I just not play as him? Yo, what happened? Hello? I'm not losing my mind, right? I'm afraid I'm stuck on him. Can I be real with you? I'm afraid I'm stuck on this guy. I don't want to swap and potentially end myself, you know what I mean? Oh my God. Maybe there's just too much tears with the other guy? With the soul? Dark Bum? I don't know what's happening, but we're gonna ignore it and pretend like nothing's going on because I'm a little scared. Okay, anyways. One, I never really spoke to people below my grade range, alright? Reason being is that's just weird. You're weird, you know what I mean? Like, don't do that. But also one, I never really, what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know, I'm not really a social person, I guess. So like, what reason would I have to speak to someone also that's just like above or below my ear? But like, somehow, I remember, all right, my bad, I got a little caught off guard. But okay, so apparently some of my friends that I know now used to go to the same school as me. However, they were just a year below, so I was unfamiliar with them. One of my friends, who is the same age / same year as me, I mentioned how I was familiar with him because of the fact that he was part of like the kind of collective of friends that one of my friends knew, that being people that were in the video game club, and I knew he was a part of that because I would see him with them. And so because he was essentially a friend of my friends, that's how I was aware of his existence. However, I didn't think it would go the same way reverse, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't interact with these people. I only know of their existence because they're friends of one of my friends, and I've just seen you with them. Turns out, guess what? My existence... Hold on. I'm saving now because I'm gonna swap back to what's his name. And I don't want the game to crash. Okay, but like I was saying, alright? See, now that's the issue, bro. That's the issue. What's the deal? What's the deal, man? Turns out he was familiar with me. And I'm not gonna lie, when I heard him say that, when I heard him say essentially that like, oh yeah, I knew who you were, immediately, this might sound crazy, sinking feeling in my heart. Cause it's just like, how? You know? I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the first word that came to my mind was, how do you know me? Because I kept to myself pretty close, you know what I mean? I kept to myself pretty close. I only had like maybe 5 close friends in high school, I would say. So how does this one person who's a friend of my friend's friend group, other people, how does he know me? How do they aware of my existence? And then apparently, it's just like, I remember I said this in a episode a while back too. I remember I was in economics and I got paired up with this one chick, this one girl. And then she mentioned me first name. And I'm not gonna lie to you, my first thought was, how does she know this? What happened? You know, my mind immediately went to worst case scenario. How does she know my name? What's the deal? Maybe my existence is just best relied on being non-existent. You know what I mean? Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, I greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time reviewing this. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.